Do you actually know if your cat trusts you? Most owners think they do. But cats rarely communicate trust in the way people expect. And that is why so many people completely misunderstand their relationship with their cat. Let's decode it. 1. Your cat chooses to be near you when they don't need anything. Many people assume cats only approach humans because they want something. Food, treats, playtime, or help getting access to something they cannot reach on their own are usually the first explanations that come to mind. Sometimes that's true. But one of the strongest signs of trust often appears when your cat has no obvious reason to seek you out at all. A cat that quietly enters the room where you're sitting, settles nearby, and falls asleep is not necessarily asking for anything. In many cases, they are simply choosing your company. This may seem insignificant, but cats are naturally selective about where they spend their time. Even in a safe home, cats prefer locations where they feel comfortable, secure, and able to relax without constantly monitoring their surroundings. That is why repeated proximity can be so meaningful. When your cat consistently chooses the couch beside you, the chair next to your desk, or the foot of your bed, they are making a decision. They could be resting somewhere else. Instead, they return to the same places where you happen to be. Over time, those small choices begin to reveal something important. Your cat is not merely tolerating your presence. Your presence has become part of the environment where they feel safe. 2. Your cat allows you to see them at their most vulnerable. Trust becomes easiest to recognize when an animal lowers its guard. For cats, this can appear in several different ways. Some cats roll onto their side and expose their stomach. Others stretch out completely while resting. Many simply choose to sleep deeply in the same room as the people they trust. What these behaviors have in common is vulnerability. A relaxed cat is a vulnerable cat. A sleeping cat is a vulnerable cat. A cat exposing parts of their body that would normally be protected is a vulnerable cat. Many owners misunderstand this, especially when it comes to the belly. Showing the belly is not always an invitation to touch it. In fact, many cats dislike having their stomach touched. The important detail is not what they want you to do. The important detail is what they are willing to reveal. For a cautious animal, temporarily lowering their defenses requires a significant amount of confidence in their surroundings. When a cat repeatedly behaves this way around you, it often suggests that they do not view you as a threat. And that level of comfort is difficult to achieve without trust. 3. Your cat begins treating you like part of their social world. Cats are often described as independent animals, but that description can sometimes be misleading. While cats may not express attachment in the same way dogs do, they still form meaningful social bonds. One of the ways this bond appears is through inclusion. Many owners have experienced their cat bringing them a toy, an insect, or some other unexpected gift. Others notice that their cat repeatedly invites them into play sessions or seeks them out when they feel energetic. These behaviors may seem ordinary, but they reveal something important. Cats do not involve every person equally in the activities that matter to them. Instead, they tend to reserve certain interactions for individuals they feel connected to. When your cat repeatedly chooses you as their play partner, shares objects with you, or actively seeks your attention during moments that matter to them, they may be doing more than looking for entertainment. They may be treating you as part of their social circle. And that represents a level of trust that many people underestimate. If you're starting to recognize some of these behaviors in your own cat, hit that like button and subscribe. Because the next sign is one that often appears during moments when trust matters most. 4. Your cat looks for comfort in your presence. Trust is often easiest to see when something feels uncertain. A loud noise, an unfamiliar visitor, or any sudden change in the environment can reveal a great deal about how a cat feels. During these moments, many cats instinctively move toward the person they trust most. Not because that person can solve the problem, but because their presence feels familiar. Over time, cats begin associating certain people with safety and predictability. They learn voices. They learn routines. They learn which individuals make them feel calm when the world becomes stressful. This is one reason many cats develop a preference for particular people within a household. That person may not be the one who spends the most time with the cat. They may not even be the one who provides every meal. But they consistently make the cat feel secure. And security is one of the foundations upon which trust is built. 5. Your cat becomes completely relaxed around you. Many people expect trust to reveal itself through one dramatic behavior. The reality is usually much quieter. A cat that truly trusts you often behaves differently throughout the entire day. They rest more comfortably. They groom themselves without concern. They stretch, sleep, and move around the home without constantly monitoring your actions. Many trusted cats will also purr, mate, or slow blink during moments of comfort. None of these behaviors automatically prove trust on their own. However, when they consistently appear together, they create a much clearer picture. That picture is not simply a cat that enjoys being fed. It is a cat that feels safe in your presence. Trust is rarely created through a single interaction. Instead, it develops through hundreds of small experiences that teach your cat the same lesson again and again. That you respect their boundaries, that you understand their signals, and that being near you does not require them to stay on guard. Eventually, something changes. Your cat stops seeing you as simply the person who shares their home. You become part of the environment where they feel most secure. Once that happens, many of the behaviors we talked about today begin appearing naturally. And for an animal that naturally approaches the world with caution, there may be no stronger sign of trust than that.